Alright, so we're going to start off working on the Model B today. So the main difference on this particular engine compared to a Model A, and not all Model Bs have this, but it's got the balanced crank. Regular Model A wouldn't have the balance weights in it. It would just be it would look just like this throughout the whole crankshaft. In late 32, somewhere in 33, they started making balanced cranks. Even then, they didn't put them in everything. It was kind of everything you read has got different opinions on what had balanced cranks and what didn't. So, by far no expert on that. So this is the motor I'm putting together for my Model A, and I got most of my parts in. They came in this week, so we're gonna start assembling this guy. See how far I get before someone interrupts me, or I did splurge and bought a high compression head. Wasn't gonna do it, but I did a little research on my head, and because this was an industrial engine, the compression ratio is probably 4-to-1, maybe a little higher than that. So this here will get me to 5.5-to-1. I know, 5.5-to-1, but that's all I'm gonna do. Still a Babbitt motor, so I don't want to get too crazy, and I'm planning on driving the living crap out of it, so 5.5 will be more than enough. The engine that's in my car, I'll be lucky if it's even making 3-to-1, because that thing's pretty wore out. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so engine's going together. Got the bell housing on, pans on. Oil pump drives in, had to make an adapter. The top of the block was all kind of messed up and a spring would keep sliding, so fix that. I got my aluminum pulley on. It's got degrees stamped in it. That's from Specialty Motor Cams. And pans on, yep, said that already. Doesn't look like much, but it takes forever to get this far. Cleaning bolts and getting the gaskets to fit and just all that little bogus stuff that you gotta do when you put an engine together. So now on to the flywheel. So this is what the stock Model A flywheel would look like. They weigh about 60 some pounds, like 61, 62. I think the Model B one's a little bit lighter. That's a lot of weight. So I got the lightened one. This one's about 32 pounds, give or take. And it's re-drilled, and I can put a V8 flywheel or clutch and pressure plate on it. So that's what I'm going with. But yeah, they take a lot of material out. That's a heck of a lot lighter. So that's what's going on here. And that too is from Specialty Motor Cams, or Stipe machine, up here in Plymouth, Wisconsin. So that's where I'm at. So the valves are lapped in, installed, keepers are on, springs are on, they're adjusted. Got my distributor drive dropped in, clutch and flywheel are on. So next up, get the head on. Starting to look more like an engine. An expensive engine, but it's getting there. Oh yeah, I got my degreed. I found true top dead center, made a timing pointer. That's drying right at the moment, but now that I found my top dead, I can put the head on. So that's next. Alright, she's together. At least for right now. I got to pull the engine out of my other car. Then I can use the distributor and water pump and intake and the header I made. So this is as far as we're going to get on it right this second. But it's like 80 degrees, it's sunny, kinda. I gotta go for a ride. So that's where I'm off to next. So we probably won't see much on this one for a little bit, because now we got to get onto the belly tank. That is the next big project. So here we go.